This is reading number 4, Letters to Dennis, A Dedication of Love by Bob Tussler. February 11th. Dear Dennis, the past few days I've been experiencing what I'll call morning sickness. Each night the cancer is my last thought, and every morning the first. I've only been sleeping about 4 to 5 hours a night lately, waking up sick to my stomach with uncontrollable belching. Let's go to the Copacabana. Put on your ruffled sleeve shirt, listen to calypso music. Lucy, you've got some splaining to do. It's time for Decadron nights. There isn't any one particular thought that sets me off, but as soon as I wake up, my thoughts wander and suddenly I start to cry. Then I can't stop. Attempts at relaxation therapy or refocusing are useless. The only thing that helps is the support and reassurance you give. Slowly things seem to subside, and then I push myself by just going through the motions of the day. It's difficult to apply myself 100% to any one thing, as a portion of me is always taken by thoughts of cancer. I'm sorry I upset you today with my emotional turmoil. You've told me it's not the cancer that upsets you, but my inability to deal with it and how I beat myself up emotionally. Perhaps soon I'll find a way to cope better and get back to some semblance of what might be considered normal life again. This has changed us both, and neither me nor our relationship will ever be like it used to be. For that I am very sad, yet hopeful. Perhaps out of this will come a great deal of growth, taking us and our relationship to a place we could not have imagined. This may sound like a bunch of philosophical bullshit, but you do what you need to do to understand and cope. Please be patient with me. Don't turn away, throwing up your hands in frustration. This is a very aggressive cancer, but we have an even more aggressive treatment plan. I need to take a look at all the things I don't have now and may never get. I have to stop thinking so much about the past. Those things are gone and our lives are different now. I remember you telling me, even if this cancer does take you, I want my last memories to be of a person who is full of life. You have only 2 options right now. You can kill yourself, or you can choose to live and get on with it. Let's not waste the time we have together. Then, I know it hurts you to see me hurting, and for that I am truly sorry. I hope you understand and forgive me. February 12th. Dear Dennis, dear friend Norman, where have you been? And now an invitation to dinner. Thank you, we accept. I can't even think about cooking. We'll go out for pizza, nice change of scenery. If we eat at the house, all we will end up doing is sit around talking about the cancer. Bob will get depressed, night ruined. If we go out, there's people to watch, different things to talk about, in general, distractions. Then perhaps a movie after the pizza is a good idea. Something else to take my mind off of what occupies my thoughts 24 hours a day. Naturally, we hit the movie time right in the middle of shows. I don't feel like waiting an hour and 15 minutes before the next one starts. Let's think of plan B and do it quick before Bob is suddenly swept away in the hurricane of cancer. Yes, Norman, great idea. Let's go back to your house and watch Snow White on video. Hi-ho, hi-ho. I saw this movie as a child. That was over 35 years ago. Disney is always magic, and the classics are the best. I love the scene in the dwarf's house when everyone is singing and dancing around the room. Ho hum, the time is numb and the words don't mean a thing. Isn't this a silly song for everyone to sing? It's been so long since I've had a nice feeling inside, and Snow White helped me put one there tonight. Thanks, Norman, for one of life's simple pleasures. They are always the best. February 13th. Dear Dennis, happy birthday, Dennis. Yeah, right. Happy birthday. Nice present. I start your day with one of my depressing crazy spells. I can't believe I go through my entire day the same way. I really hate myself. I'm sorry I upset you, particularly today, and now you're considering canceling the birthday dinner with Marge and Norman. Let me cry. I'll be alright for another 2 hours. Happy 36th birthday, Dennis. I love you. February 14th. Dear Dennis, Valentine's Day. So what? I can't remember the last time I felt romantic. Nothing heartwarming or sexy about cancer. My mind is so preoccupied. Any possible what if that is imaginable is a reality to me, and when this happens, it's always negative. I've recuperated fully with no negative repercussions. In 2 days it will be 4 weeks since the surgery. I'm driving, walking, going to the gym, essentially doing everything I did before the craniotomy. Pretty fortunate, I'd say. Then suddenly, out of the darkness appears the warship Falcon. It engages the decloaking device and fires a universally feared ray of depression on the cancer patient floating helplessly through the void of space. The attack is relentless, and fight as he may, the cancer patient once again falls victim to depression demon. I don't understand why this happens. The cancer itself is not causing the depression. It is merely a collection of cells that crashed my health party without an invitation. I make my own depression. I also make my own Streuselkuchen, which is not always the best. Now, if I can botch up Streuselkuchen even by following a recipe, why am I able to be such a success at making depression when there are no instructions? Something for Betty Crocker to consider in her next edition. Recipe for minimizing depression. February 15th. Dear Dennis, up at 4 a.m. I don't understand why I can't sleep. I felt very positive before I went to bed last night. Yet at 4 a.m. I am up doubting everything all over again. This is frightening. What an obsession. Listening to music and exercising helps clear my head and keep my body strong. Upbeat, high-energy music is best for me during exercise, classical during meditation and visualization, and country while just driving the car or cleaning house. Music can influence your mood. Don't know if there's some mystical scientific reason, I just know it happens. Buy a compact disc and engage. February 16th. Dear Dennis, continuing to work is a positive thing for me, especially with our financial situation what it is. The guys at work called a meeting for noon today. Something's up. First of all, we'd like to start the meeting by telling you this is not the beginning of your termination. Okay, so what is it? With changes in Medicare guidelines, we have decided that February 28th is the last day that any non-licensed people will be able to provide service. This also means that we will not be able to provide you with the necessary clinical supervision you require to obtain your license. Who cares? This experience has taken my life in a different direction, both personally and professionally. Additionally, you have proven to us how important this position is to the company. We're in a situation now where it is necessary for us to find work for other non-licensed people. Naturally, we are concerned about you and your well-being, but as well we must consider the company and what would happen if you get sick or maybe die. Nice outlook there, support. With your treatments and everything else, we are cutting you back to 3 days a week. Hopefully, and there is nothing better we would like to hear, in 2 months from now you'll be stronger and can move back into the growth of this company in the future with us. Excuse me, but because I wasn't thinking out loud, perhaps you didn't hear my thoughts? This is changing the directions of my life. This cutback will dramatically affect us financially, especially since this is our only source of income. Somehow, some way we will manage. We'll be strong together. 80 and 85 years old. February 17th. Dear Dennis, now here's something completely different. The horse track today with you, Mom, Dad, and Uncle Babe. I have a hard time gambling because of the possibility of losing money we don't have, especially after yesterday's news. My job cut back, you not working, a hospital bill of $30,000, and monthly expenses of $3,000. Stop pouting. Let's go. It's a change of scenery. It's something different. It will be fun. See my face? I'm smiling. Your family is so wonderful. I saw your mom slip you some cash. more than once today so we could take part and make some bets. Afterwards, out to dinner. I love your family. They treat me like I'm one of their own. I know you are getting tired of all this shit from me. What's my indication? How about statements like, I can't do this right now, or I can't do this on my own, or I can't do this for you. You have to put some effort into yourself. It's not the cancer that I'm bothered by so much. Those are just bad cells. Something tangible that we can fight and get rid of. It hurts me to see you hurting emotionally and see what you are doing to yourself. Please don't give up on me, Den. I'm trying, but it's very hard at times. Lots of questions, all of them with no certain answers. February 18th. Dear Dennis, I start the day off in a self-pitying mood. I got that rehearsed and perfected by now. And now for the role of person with the most self-pity, the nominees are Cindy Suicide, Darla the Dismal, Hopeless Henrietta, and Bob Tussler. The envelope, please. Television cameras pan around the theater, and all the celebrities wonder who will triumph. And the winner is Bob Tussler. You knew it would be. We've been keeping a close watch on his performance since January 11th. There really was no other choice. Thanks for not giving in to all that. Get your ass out of bed and stop feeling sorry for yourself. Come on, let's go. We'll have things to do today. Where did that come from, Mr. Tough Love? Listen to me. Instead of thinking about the bad things, why don't you think about the wonderful things you have? Each day you wake up, you have a future moment, a future hour, a future day, month, and year. Take advantage of it. Don't let the parade pass you by. Please don't sing that one again. I need to adjust my perception and realize that cancer does not mean death. This is 1995. Today is a cancer benefit Marge's little friend Michael. Although hesitant, fearful of what I may encounter, Marge assures me that the little boy is going to be an inspiration. I'll tell you more about it after a while. The benefit was interesting, although we only stayed for a short duration of time. I never saw such a collection of Harley-Davidson bikes in one place, and so many tattoos. Met Michael, cute kid. He looked hot, tired, and over it. I feel bad, only 8 years old and battling the same leukemia that just took the life of his father. We often talk about all I have to be thankful for, but today it needs repeating. The tumor and pressure from the intracranial edema could have killed me or resulted in permanent neurological damage before I got to the hospital. The surgery, perfect. No ill effects whatsoever. My body was in such good condition, subsequently detecting the tumor early, alerting me to the need for care. I have my physical condition. The general good health is a positive factor. I'm taking a megavitamin supplement program to assist with building my immune system and side effects from radiation. The radiation is going well. No nausea, no fatigue, no nothing, including hair. I'll do 6 weeks of radiation and then start the chemotherapy. What an aggressive program. Even a cockroach couldn't survive it. The next reading will be reading number 5, to be continued.